Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, but if you're new here, I am a single woman with a single income and I'm in debt. I am documenting my budgeting and debt payoff journey here on YouTube. So if you think you're interested in following me along, please hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you around. Today is going to be month 16 of my debt payoff journey. So let's see how much debt I was able to pay off in the month of January and how much progress I've been able to make since starting my debt payoff and budgeting journey. So stick around for that. And then, of course, I'll color in my trackers. But if you're interested, at the end of the video, I did a quick walk around or walk through of the yard so you guys could see some of the repairs that were done. I really wish I had taken before pictures and before videos of how bad it was. I mean, there was like so much erosion, so much damage to the landscaping from just the hurricanes that stopped by, and I don't know what's been going on with I don't know, but everything is fixed now. It's rained a couple times already since I've gotten the drains and everything put in, and everything looks good. No more water like in the yard, no more water in the basement. It is I am just so happy because I'm just so happy that I'm preventing a lot more damage. But anyway, if you're interested in following and watching, just stick around. Well, guys, I don't know what happened. I had started filming this video, and for some reason, it wasn't recording. Oops. So I'm hiding the numbers, but all right. So my quarters, or I guess my quarter one started in October, starts in October. So you'll see here quarter one, October 2024. And that is because I started my debt payoff journey in October of 2023. And when I started my debt payoff journey, I started with 4 student loans, 2 credit cards, Chase is my auto loan, and then my home loan, which I'm including in my debt, which means that I started my debt at $233,265.33. So that is why my quarters start in October. So I guess think of it as like fiscal year quarters versus calendar year quarters. All right, and then last month, what I've done is I just transferred these numbers onto this page just to keep track, make it easier to track. And so that is where we started on the 1st of January. And I do my debt confession update videos, of course, on the 1st of every month. So let's go ahead and check out NowNet 4. NowNet 4 is my student loan. Now this one got $930 thrown at it, and I was able to bring it down to $2134. Next month, it's still gonna come down, but it's not gonna come down as much. And hopefully I should have NowNet 4, if I continue with this momentum, I should have this paid off either by the end of April, beginning of May, sometime around there. Okay, and then Chase is my auto loan. My auto loan came down to $37,842.97. And then my home loan came down to $155,090.12. So really good, which means that my total debt starting today, the 1st of February, is $195,067.56. All right. And that means that in 1 month, I paid a little over $2,000. 2133.33. Okay. So that's as far as I got. And then I was going to get to the interest paid. Interest paid. Let's see. Okay, I'll just do it on this side here. Month 4. Uh-oh. I think this pen's about to lose some juice. Okay, month 4.
So for my student loan, I paid $18.05 in interest. For the auto loan, I paid $177.93 in interest. And then my home loan, I paid $437.31 in interest. So this month, total interest paid was $633.29. Just want to see. So, still pretty high. I wonder why. I don't know why, but still pretty high. At least it's lower than month one. One day it'll be in the 500s, I guess. But yeah, so that is where we are on the 1st of February, and we'll see what it comes down to in March. I mean, it's going to come down. Of course it will. It's just that these $2,000 marks are going to pretty much stop. But we'll still, we're still going to be chipping away. We're still going to be chipping away, and that's all that matters. Is slow progress is still progress. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's do a green. So now we can keep marking down these trackers. We are almost there, guys. We are almost there. 24, 22. There we go. So next month, I think I'll only be able to mark one. Would be nice to mark two, but I think it's just gonna be one, and that is okay. At 2,000, and then I went down to 50, maybe because I was running out of room. Maybe that's why I did that. But yeah, so eventually we'll get here to 36,000. You know what? I can color in two of these. I kind of want to do like two of these guys. So for my 401k tracker, it's 117 payments, and we are down to 115. I paid 2 payments on that guy, and I'd like to keep, paying some more towards this, but it's okay. It's okay, because repairs are done to the house. I am so happy with everything that was done. Just deep breaths. I am really happy, though, that I got this done. Even my neighbors are stopping by the house to look, because it was bad, guys. I really wish I had before pictures. I really wish I had before pictures so you could see the extent of the erosion in the landscape and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I've had neighbors stop by and take a look, and some company left a sign out in the front yard, and they're gonna stop by later to pick it up. But they've stopped by, taken pictures of the sign. So I hope they get more business in the neighborhood, because they did an amazing job. And I could not be happier. I mean, we had rain just the other day, and the basement was bone dry, which is what I want to see. I didn't have to stress about it or anything like that. I mean, they did a fantastic job, and be happier. So with all of that being said, yes, I feel like it was definitely worth it, worth getting everything done now. And the shed is done. I think I have before pictures of the shed, because I emailed them to the handyman that did the repair on the shed. So I'll insert those before pictures of the shed and of course the after pictures, so you can see how damaged and bad the shed was. But it is fixed. It is done. I'm so happy with the final result. I'm excited to see the grass come in. Originally, I wasn't going to do the seeding and stuff now. I was going to wait till the spring, but the landscaping company said they could do it now and it would be fine. So we just went ahead and did it. But I did that over like because they did the grading and they did the leveling of the yard. They just went ahead and put some seed down, which it wasn't that much more. It's like, let's just go ahead and do it. It wasn't that much more. And I'd already taken the loan out anyway, and I had some money left over, so I said, why not? Let's just go ahead and do it. The house, I want to pay off my house within the next 8 to 10 years. So this is more of like a long-term goal of paying off the house. Of course, the sooner the better. But because I'm not leaving, I'm staying here unless I get married and have a family. I'm not leaving this house. So if you want to stick around and watch that, then you can. Otherwise, if you're on your own budgeting and debt payoff journey and you enjoyed this content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I'd love to have you around. All right, so now this is my backyard. All of this was so uneven and so unleveled. I had standing water everywhere, and there were like holes everywhere, guys. It was so bad. So now everything is leveled. Everything is leveled finally. Of course, the snow damaged a lot of my plants, so the landscaping company removed some of my plants and then put some straw around the areas, which is okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? But that's exactly what I needed. Here's one of the drains. I'm walking up to it right now. And I had like the drainage spouts kind of directing the water away from the house. But of course, that probably what was causing a lot of the erosion in the yard and the standing water, because the water really had nowhere to go. Of course, the water was being directed over to this side. So the retaining wall that was reinstalled is right on the other side of this fence that goes down into my neighbor's yard. They're below me, if you can tell. But all of this is done. And I do have pictures of the shed. So I will insert some pictures of what the shed looked like and the damage to the shed. There's my porch. I'd love to redo that one day. Make it nicer, I guess. Do a little oasis because my girlfriends and I love to sit out there. But it was just really important to me to fix the eroded landscape because, erosion can cause and lead to significant soil loss. And I wanted to, of course, enhance just the aesthetics of it looking so unsightly and repairing it, and just improves the visual appearance of the yard, and it was really bad. I'll paint the shed next year. That's not important to me. What was really important to me was fixing the roof. So once I get to the roof, I'll show you guys the inside here so you can see how much mold and damage was in there and how it looks so much different now. Look at that. Look at that. Repaired. Awesome. No more water's getting inside. And that was the goal, was to prevent all of the water damage. All right, so here we go. Now we're walking up towards the front. A lot of these stones were repurposed. They were mine and they just brought them to the back. But, fixing the drainage issues was so important to me, as I mentioned. And installing all of the drains was really important to me because I really needed some help redirecting the water away from the house because it was causing so much damage to my basement and my foundation. Of course, the basement was flooding, and it was just really important that all of these drainage systems were installed to keep the water from getting into the basement and protect the water from entering the home, causing water damage and mold growth. And of course, just maintaining the structural integrity of the house, because the water, can weaken the foundation, which is kind of what was scaring me. Yeah, because there's just water everywhere. And it was just all going towards the house. And you'll see it here towards the end of the video, when I get to the side where the basement is. But yeah, all of this is leveled now. There's just holes everywhere, and I can just deep a nice sigh of relief here. There's Maggie. All right, I think we're gonna get to the front of the house now. Finally. I used to have a lot of ivy in the back too that I've removed over the years. It took forever. Okay, so now we're on the other side of the house. This wasn't like a repair, but this is something that I asked them to do, which was to install like a walkway to get into my backyard. I just kind of wanted it to be cohesive, and you can't really tell, but they resloped the yard so it goes away from the house now. So, it just goes kind of more downhill instead of being like straight across. So everything's been resloped. There's my neighbor's trees that I'm always looking at in my videos. But all of this was eroded. Like they filled all of this in. All of this in. And here's one of the drains. There's one of the drains there, and all of this goes down here. And you can kind of tell, here where the water was filled in, or I'm sorry, where the dirt was filled in, because it was so bad. Like it was really bad, guys. Like there was no, all of this was filled in. Yeah, you can kind of tell now here as well. I'm walking up, and here's one of the retaining walls that they installed here in the front, because I had a different one which was falling apart. There's one of the drains. There's two more drains up there. You can kind of tell. Now it comes down. All of this was filled in with dirt because it was deteriorating pretty badly. All of this was like uneven and just pretty bad. I'm walking towards the side of where the basement is. You can kind of tell here where they filled everything in, and they put some straw down. And this is where the water is going to drain. So all of this was really bad. It was so eroded that they decided to do like this stone to help the water go down that way, which I'm glad they did, because it was pretty bad. They were like, here's an alternative. So here is the side where the basement is. This is new. None of this was here. All of this was installed here. You'll see the basement door there, and this is where the water is getting in. A lot of the water is getting in here. When I did my own little repair last year, I dug like a small little trench, sort of, and I had a whole bunch of stones kind of directing the water away, but that didn't help. And I was going to walk over to where the other major retaining wall was installed, but my neighbor was out there smoking her cigarettes, so I didn't do that. But I'll kind of point to where it is. But that was really important too, because, I need that to hold back the soil and prevent erosion, and especially the slope, because she's below me. But it's right on the other side there, and I'll put some pictures up so you can kind of see what it looks like. But there it is, guys. We're all done.